Scientific Notation in Linear Equations, Lessons 4 through 7 review. Question 34. Jason and Emma are taking pictures on their school trip. Each student used a different way to show the relationship between the number of hours taking pictures, x, and the number of pictures taken, y. Who took more pictures per hour? So remember, when you see that word per, you're looking for a unit rate. So pictures per hour. Pictures is mentioned first, so pictures will go in the numerator, hour will go in the denominator. Jason, they were given a graph, and for Emma, you were given the chart. Let's start with Emma. All right, so we want to set up a rate. We want to set up a rate of her pictures in so many hours. So I am going to use the 3 and the 135. You could have used any one of the groups because no matter what, you're going to get the same answer. They're proportional. It's a proportional relationship, so you would get the same unit rate for each. I just like to use the 3 and the 135 because they are smaller numbers. All right, so for her rate, I want to set up pictures over the hours. So here's my pictures, and here are the hours. So for Emma, her rate is 135. You can just put pics in 3 hours. So Emma took 135 pics in 3 hours. So to go from rate to unit rate, you divide. To go from rate to unit rate, you divide. So if you divide those numbers, you would get 45 pictures per hour. You would get 45 pictures per hour for Emma's unit rate. Pause your video and get all that written down. Now for Jason. For Jason, you were given this graph, and I want you to remember, you're supposed to look to see if there's one, and you would draw a line up and then over. So really, technically, we did not have to do any work for Jason because right here is the number of pictures he takes per hour. He takes 40 pictures in 1 hour. But on the test, you're not going to have this luxury of knowing what that is at 1. So on the test, you have to pick a different point. So that's why I want to pick a different point here and do the work so you understand how to do it. So first of all, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4 hours down here at the bottom. So I'm looking at this line here and this line here. So up here, this would be 160 pictures in 4 hours. 160 pictures in 4 hours. So now when we go over to Jason to set up his rate, by the way, make sure you draw this on the graph. If you ever need to pause your video, do so, but make sure you draw that on your graph. I say, okay, to set up Jason's rate, it would be 160 pictures in 4 hours. Again, to go from rate to unit rate, you divide. So in your calculator, you would do 160 divided by 4, and you would get 40 pictures per hour. 40 pictures per hour. So who took more pictures per hour? Who took more pictures per hour? Emma did. So our final answer, Emma took more pictures per hour. Pause your video, make sure you have absolutely everything written down. If you have any questions, please let me know.